They said her beauty could stop a man mid-sentence. They said it could make grown men forget their names. They also said it could kill. In the land of Umwogu, beauty was never celebrated without fear. For in that village, beauty was not just a gift, it was a warning. This is the story of Nkiru, the woman whose face brought love, jealousy, obsession, and death. A woman who did not choose her beauty. A woman who suffered for it. And a woman who would one day discover that her curse was never magic at all, but something far more terrifying. This is the woman with the cursed beauty. Nkiru was born on a night when the moon refused to hide. Women said the sky was too bright for a child to be born. Men said the ancestors were watching. When the midwife finally lifted the newborn, she froze. The baby did not cry immediately. Instead, her eyes opened slowly, calm, alert, and unsettling. "She is too quiet," the midwife whispered. Then Nkiru cried. And with that cry, the oil lamp flickered and went out. No one spoke of it again. As Nkiru grew, it became impossible to ignore what everyone feared. By the time she turned 12, people stopped calling her by her name. They called her the beautiful one. Her skin glowed like palm oil under sunlight. Her eyes were deep and expressive. Her smile felt like a promise and a threat. Women began to pull their husbands away when she passed. Mothers warned their sons not to look too long. Fathers avoided her gaze entirely. But Nkiru herself was gentle, soft-spoken, kind. She helped her mother in the market. She fetched water for the elderly. She laughed easily. She did not know that beauty can become a burden long before it becomes a curse. The first man to love Nkiru was named Obina. Obina was not rich. He was not powerful. But he was sincere. He brought her roasted corn after the market closed. He fixed her mother's broken fence without asking. He looked at Nkiru as though she was human, not a temptation. For the first time, Nkiru felt seen. When Obina asked for her hand, her parents were hesitant. "She is still young," her father said. But the truth was simpler. They were afraid. Still, Obina persisted. He spoke with honesty. He promised patience. One evening, as they sat beneath the udala tree, Obina took Nkiru's hand. "When I look at you," he said, "I forget fear." Nkiru smiled. That same night, Obina did not return home. They found his body at dawn near the riverbank. No wounds. No signs of struggle. Just fear frozen in his eyes. The village whispered. "She has begun," someone said. Nkiru screamed until her voice broke. She did not attend the burial. She locked herself indoors for days. That was when people began to avoid her completely. After Obina's death, men kept their distance. But desire does not obey fear. The next man was Chief Dike's son, Chinedu, proud, wealthy, reckless. Chinedu did not ask for permission. He announced his intention. "I will marry her," he told his father. Chief Dike laughed. "Do you want to die young?" Chinedu only smiled. He showered Nkiru with gifts. Gold bangles. Fine cloth. Promises. Nkiru refused him again and again. "I do not want blood on my hands," she said. But Chinedu did not listen. One night, drunk with palm wine and obsession, he climbed her family fence. By morning, he was dead. This time, there was rage. Women blamed Nkiru openly. Men spat when she passed. Children were forbidden from playing near her house. They called her Ojo Onwu, beauty of death. Nkiru began to believe it. Nkiru's mother, Mama Nkiru, watched her daughter fade. One night, as rain hammered the roof, she called Nkiru to her side. "There is something I never told you," she said, voice shaking. Years ago, Mama Nkiru had been barren. mocked, shamed, ignored. Desperate, she visited a woman in a distant village, a woman known for answers that cost too much. I only wanted a child, Mama Nkiru whispered. I did not ask for beauty. The woman gave her a drink. And a warning. What is given must be balanced. Mama Nkiru wept. But I never thought. Nkiru stood up slowly. So I'm payment. Mama Nkiru could not answer. That night, Nkiru decided to leave the village. Nkiru traveled alone. Village to village. Town to town. Some welcomed her. Some chased her away. Men followed her. Men died. The pattern continued. Until she reached Arechuku, where an old blind woman lived. You carry no curse, the woman said immediately. Nkiru froze. But people die. They die because of desire and jealousy, not magic, the woman interrupted. Then she said something that changed everything. The one who fears your beauty the most is the one closest to you. Nkiru returned home quietly. She washed. She listened. And she saw the truth. It was her aunt, Aunt Ifinanya. The woman who always won men away. The woman who whispered poison into ears. The woman who followed rejected suitors into the night. Jealous. Bitter. Childless. She had been killing them. Using poison. Using fear. Using Nkiru's face as the weapon. When confronted, Aunt Ifinanya laughed. They would have destroyed you, she said. I only helped fate. The village gathered. Truth shattered myth. Aunt Ifinanya was banished. It took years for the village to heal. Years for Nkiru to forgive. She married late, to a man who loved her quietly. No one died. Her beauty faded with age. But her strength remained. And so the elders say, not every curse is magic. Some are born from envy. Some from fear. Some from silence. And sometimes, the most dangerous thing in the world is not beauty, but what people are willing to do because of it.